The first chapter of the book of Daniel tells us the story of Daniel and his three friends, Azariah, Hananiah, and Mishael, being taken by King Nebuchadnezzar to Babylon as a part of the Babylonian exile. It tells us in the first verse that during the reign of Jehoiakim, king of Judah, Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, came to Jerusalem and besieged it. This is the point where Daniel and his three friends were taken to Babylon. It goes on to say that the Babylonian officials trained them in language, literature, and the culture of the Babylonians, and they trained them on this for 3 years so that they could serve the king. During this time, Daniel's name was changed to Belteshazzar, Hananiah's name was changed to Shadrach, Mishael's name was changed to Meshach, and Azariah was changed to Abednego. Starting in verse 8, it tells us how Daniel refused to potentially defile himself by eating the royal food and by drinking the royal wine. And he respectfully asked the chief official if he could only eat vegetables and drink water. They decide to allow a 10-day test where Daniel and his friends would only eat vegetables and drink water like they asked. And at the end of those 10 days, they looked healthier and stronger, so they allowed them to continue eating that way. Because of the resolve of Daniel and his three friends to follow the commands of God, to follow the Jewish law, God provided them with knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And then Daniel was given a special gift, and this was the ability to understand visions and dreams. And when they appeared before King Nebuchadnezzar, it says that the king found them 10 times wiser than all of the magicians or enchanters that he had associated with in the past. In chapter 2 of Daniel, King Nebuchadnezzar has a dream that troubles him, and it says that it robs him of his sleep. So he calls upon his wise men to interpret his dream for him, but they tell him that this is impossible. So he orders the execution of all of the wise men of the land, including Daniel and his three friends. Again, Daniel speaks respectfully to the captain of the guard, and he requests time to seek an answer from God. So Daniel and his three friends go on to pray to God for mercy and for a revelation, to find an answer for what this dream means. And God ended up revealing the meaning of the dream to Daniel, and so Daniel responds with a prayer of praise. Then Daniel went on to explain the meaning of the dream to King Nebuchadnezzar. He says that there was a great statue made of all different metals. The head was made of gold, the chest and arms were made of silver, the belly and thighs of bronze, and then the legs of iron. The feet were partly made of iron and partly made of clay. Then a stone struck the statue and shattered it completely, and then the stone grew into a mountain which filled the entire earth. According to Daniel, the meaning of the dream is this: